and quotation marks mean the same thing. Now I'm going to draw what they really truly look like. Okay? Speech marks start, when you're talking, they start with what I call 66s and they finish with 99s. So draw those on yours somewhere, just up in the corner, so you can remember that. One of the other ladies had this one upside down.
What do you call?
Speech marks. That's what they're called. And inside those marks, if these were my speech marks, whatever comes from your lips is what goes inside them. Whatever your mouth says goes inside them. Okay, so let's have a look at the examples. Right, let's go back up here to the box where it's all rain here. And it's got a J-O-S-E. Can you see that name?
Yeah.
That name is actually pronounced Jose. It's Jose. It's Mexican or some other country, but it's actually said Jose. It's strange, isn't it?
Jose is America.
It's got to be Mexican or
France.
yeah, somewhere over there, but it's not Australian. But the little mark above the E turns it into an A sound. I think I showed you that when we did resume. Remember, we could only find fate and resume. Sometimes the E can have that to show you it turns into an A. So when you're doing Jose, and that's not a H, is it? But that's how it's said, Jose. That's the same with this name. We call it Jesus. In this word, this is Mexican or whatever it's called, Jesus. Very strange, isn't it? But they're not Australian words. So, and this is an American one, and maybe some of the, what do you call them, not indigenous people, what are they called over there? African Americans, they may have this from their culture, from their background, from where they come from. So, but that's not going to worry us because we're only worried about what Jose is saying. So we've got Jose asks, there's the 66s. Do you think it will rain today? And then 99s to finish it. So what his mouth says is inside. Who says it stays on the outside. Jose asked. Then his mouth fixed those words. That's what the 66 and 99s do for you. Down here in the next one, a girl called Emily is explaining something. And they've split her talk. I have a new umbrella, explained Emily, and I am excited to try it out. Now that, explained Emily, doesn't have to be in the middle. It could have been on the end, because it makes sense. I have a new umbrella and I'm excited to try it out, explained Emily. But sometimes people put it in the middle when they're writing to make it more interesting. That's all. So there's that way of doing it. And then the last one they show us is, why don't you check the weather forecast on your phone, suggested Carly. So that's how Carly's talking about it. She's suggesting that you do it. But it's still, why don't you check the weather forecast on your phone? That's what's coming out of her mouth. So now we're going to get down to our 10 examples and figure out which part is coming out of the person's mouth. So let's look at number one. There's a 50% chance of rain this afternoon, reported Emily. So Emily's reporting it, she's telling you about it. What comes out of the mouth? What did Emily actually say from her lips? Number 1.
They have a 50% chance of rain this afternoon.
Yes. So in front of theirs, you'll need to put your 66s, and they hang in the air. So theirs. The 66s sit up there. And then the next one, blah, 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 afternoon. That's where our 99s will hang in the air up there. And then reported Emily, well, she doesn't say that from her mouth. We just need to know who said it on paper. That's why it's written there, is to tell us, the reader, that Emily said it. So now have a go at number 2, see how you get on. Emily asked, do you think I should take my new umbrella to school? So what did her lips actually say?
Do you think I should take my new umbrella to school?
Good, so in front of do, put a 66s, and after school, a 99.
Yeah.
So we're all up to that one? Number 2? Okay. So on I'm glad you helped for it. Thank you. Well, that's That's just the shape.
Upside down. Look at that. Upside down.
Okay. So number 3. Of course you should take it to school, answered Jose. So what was it Jose told her?
Of course. Oh, to school like enough.
Yes. How are we going? Everyone got number 3?
Yes.
Anyone with a problem? Well, sorry, speech marks, if you want to call it that, speech marks. But 66 means we're opening up with blah, 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 blah. 99 and closing it again. Okay, number 4. If it starts raining, Carly added, you will be nice and dry. So what did Carly actually say?
Carly, and you will be nice and dry.
So we need 66s for if it starts raining, 99. And 66 starts again, you will be nice and dry, 99.
Oh, again?
Yeah. So she's starting there. Because Carly actually said, if you take out Carly Addis, you've got, if it starts raining, you'll be nice and dry. That's what her mouth said. So we have to put the 66 and 99s around it. Okay, number 5. Emily squealed. I see dark grey storm clouds rolling in.
I see that 6. The last one is 99.
Yep. So at I, we need to put 66s in front because the mouth's going to say, I see dark grey storm clouds rolling in. And then she's finished, so we put the 99s on the end. Do you see the word grey in there? What's wrong with it? I can tell this is an American book, an American worksheet straight away. Because the word grey, grey is spelled wrongly. In Australia, we spell the colour grey G-R-E-Y. And in America, they spell it A-Y. So if you're reading something and you see it, you can just know it comes from America. Okay. Number 6. So Jose has exclaimed, which means he said it very loudly. Exclaimed means a bit louder than normal. Oh no! Carly and I don't have umbrellas. So where will the 66s go?
I think it's Ken. And I don't have your umbrella.
Good. So the first lot is, oh no. So we we have to put that in. And the next lot is, Carly and I don't have umbrellas. So there's two lots of talking. They've just put Jose in the middle. Number 7, hooray, yelled Emily. It's finally raining.
It's finally raining.
It's finally raining, it's one of the things she says. What else does she say?
Correct. Do you say correct?
Hooray! So we need hooray in its speaking mark. It's finally raining in its speaking mark. Okay, number 8, Carly and Mumble.
My head is getting very easy.
So number 8, Carly mumbled. Mumbled is when my hair is getting soaked.
So my hair started my 66.
Yep.
99.
So her mouth is saying, my hair is getting soaked. So that needs to be in speech mark. Okay, what about number 9? Where will we start our speech mark? Wood, yep, so 66 in front of wood.
Yeah.
And where does it end?
Me.
After me. Put on you. And the person who said it's Emily again. Ask Emily. Okay, last one. Thank you, Emily, said Carly. You're more than just a fair weather friend.
You are more than.
You're more than just a fair weather friend. That's some of her talk. What's the rest of the talk? What else does she say in that sentence?
You are more.
You're more than a fair weather friend, and there's a bit more that she says at the start. She says, thank you, Emily. You're more than a fair weather friend. So, thank you, Emily, is also part of what she says in the front. Thank you, Emily.
Two times.
Yep. Okay, so now I want you to go back and look at number 6. Go to the word Jose.
Oh no.
Can you see Jose written there? After Jose is a full stop.
Yep.
When we put the talking marks in, we're going to change that full stop to a comma because Jose hasn't finished yet. So can you change that from a full stop, just put a tail on it after Jose in number 6. Number 6, yeah, after Jose, see the full stop after his name, turn that to a comma because Jose hasn't finished talking yet.
Change comma.
Alright?
Change comma.
Change it to a comma. Number 7, go to Emily's name. There's a full stop after hers. It shouldn't be there. It needs to be a comma as well because comma means she's got more to do. And she does. She's got to finish saying her words. So it needs to be a comma as well. Alright? So comma's the little dot with the tail. Yes. Then you'll find the same problem on number 10 after Carly talks. Thank you, Emily, said Carly.
Full stop?
The full stop has to change to a comma because she hasn't finished talking. So it needs to be a comma as well.
Thank you, Emily.
Alright? And that's it done. So now when you're reading books and you see those marks, you'll know that that's what the person is talking about. That's what they're saying. So they can be called quotation marks, dialogue tags, or speech marks. It's all the same. Sometimes you'll even see just one mark. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So it might look like that, just one. Okay, Okay, who's got naughty kids? And you send them to their room for a time out.
My
boy. Alright?
The boy
Went for a time out. So he's been naughty. He's done something wrong and Mum said, get to your room, you're in time out. That means you don't come out until I come and get you. And you have to apologise to him. So, that's not what Mum said. That's what it's called. It's a little nickname for going to your room to think about the bad thing you've just done. It's always put in 160, 16 and 19. Because it's not what someone said, it's usually a name for something. Do you see the difference? Yeah. So that's in case you're citing in a book. I was trying to think of what my daughter said on the weekend, but she called me something, but I can't remember. Okay, when she does it, she does this, which means it's one on each side. I can't remember what she called me. It wasn't horrible, but it was funny at the time, but anyway, too old to remember. Right, so we've done adverbs and we've done speech marks. Now we've got this one. This is about adjectives, and I was talking about adding ER or EST. Has anyone got any questions about that? So if you want to hand those out, I'll just check them. Yeah.
When you do that, that's your one.
This. Oh.
That's your one. Yeah.
Oh, good. Ben.
Yes, so.
Righto.
That's yours. She checked that right. How are you doing?
I'm not with it today, am I? Oh dear, oh dear. Righto. Still got my cold and this after probably. Right, have I got the same as you? Get back. Okay, so I just highlighted adjectives. Remember what adjectives are? What do they help? What is an adjective's job? An adjective tells the noun, tells us more about the noun, doesn't it?
Compared to things.
Yes, so we've got ER, so if you highlight ER and highlight 2, and then highlight EST and 3, then read that rule and just see if it makes sense to you. So, ER is if you're comparing two things. Comparing means one against another. And if you use more than 2, there's 3 things that you're comparing and looking at, then you'll need to use the EST. Okay, well let's try the first one underneath. This is the something blanket in the house. So the choices we've got at the end of the sentence are warm, warmer, or warmest. Now, how many blankets do you think you have in your house?
Couple.
Would you have more than 2?
Yeah.
Okay, if you've got more than 2, then it's real test. EST, doesn't it? So warmest.
Yeah.
This is the warmest blanket in the house.
Yeah. Number 3.
More than 2 of them that you're looking at, huh?
More than 2.
Okay. So we've got Maria is something, then Jan right now. So we've got Maria and Jan, 2 people.
Happier.
Happier, yeah. ER one, because it's only about 2 people, 2 things.
Number 2.
Yes, number ER one. That was the something Sunday I've ever eaten. Do we know what a Sunday is? A Sunday is usually like an ice cream that's in a big, huge container with whipped cream and chocolate syrup and nuts all over it.
So the number 2 biggie or biggest?
Well,
biggest,
that
biggest,
was
biggest.
the biggest, yeah, because there's more than one Sunday in this world, isn't there?
Okay, size
So
number 3.
lots of them.
Size.
So it's biggest.
Biggest.
That was the biggest one, so it's more than just looking at 2 of them, it's looking at every single Sunday. Okay, next one. Katrina ran even something than I did. So it's Katrina and I, 2 people.
Yeah,
Faster. Faster, yes.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I can tell this is American by the next sentence. January is the something month of the year.
Coldest.
And we know in Australia January is not the coldest, it's one of the hottest.
Number 1?
Number 3. Cold.
January is the coldest month. How many months do we have? 12 months, so it's over 2, so it's got to be coldest.
Number 3 है cold.
That is a very something fishing pole.
Longest.
How many things are we working with here? Just one, the fishing pole.
So the number 1?
Number
Long?
1, long.
Yeah.
That is a very long fishing pole.
Maybe this one just 90.
So we've got nice, nicer, nicest. Mr. Jones is the teacher in the school. So how many teachers?
One is many teacher, but
One teacher, but
don't know.
lots of teachers in the school. So Mr. Jones and all the other teachers. It's got to be nicest, hasn't it?
Number 3.
Number 3, the nicest teacher in the school. So that's how we're using it. Comparing 2 things or more than 2. And down the bottom in that box, last week when I was here, we were talking about using us and an. Can you see the box here at the bottom?
Yep.
Us and an. And when do we use and? For?
And for A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U. So words that come after it that start with A-E-I-O-U, you have to put an in front. All the other letters are just an A. So that I just wrote down for you so you will remember. Okay. Oh, very clear forward. Good. Right. Now, somewhere on that sheet or in your black book, we'll need to write down when we use use more, and when we use most. Okay, this is the same rule when you compare 2 things, just like we did before with ER and EST. When you compare 2 things, you're going to use more, and when you compare lots of things. So I'm just going to write down an example of each so you can see it. Okay. Compare. When you're looking at 2 things, if it's 2 things, you know how we just said ER and EST, you can use the words more and most the same way. Okay, I'm trying to find one for more. Let's do more. That's most. That was much. this homework is more challenging than last night. So you've had 2 nights of homework and you found
homework is more
challenging.
challenging.
So we're using the word more because we're comparing the homework today and last night's homework. 2 things. This homework is more challenging than last night or last night.
This is more thing.
So we're doing 2 items, this homework and last night. Just 2 nights worth. This night's is more challenging than last night. Yeah? And now we want one for most. That was the most tasty chocolate I have eaten. So there's the word most, because you wouldn't have just eaten in your whole life 2 pieces of chocolate, would you? Right? So most means more than 2 of them. So any chocolate you ever ate, that was the most tasty chocolate. So we're using more and most. You'll see those in your reading as well, your writing. And so that's following the same rule as ER. ER is between 2 things, isn't it? And EST is more. So it's following the same rule pattern.
There was the most
tasty chocolate. Tasty chocolate I have
eaten.
Yes.
Eaten, what do you mean eaten? Just eat?
Eat.
Not
Gone.
gone.
Eaten, yeah, when you eat it.
Whatever you had a mouth.
And we're using most because there's more than 2 pieces of chocolate I've ever eaten. So it's talking about lots. Okay, are we nearly done?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Why is it so long?
Excuse me.
Because you ask a question on the way. Because I have a question. Question woman. You very well, you fast.
Exactly right. We are slow. We are slow.
Slow, no what is it? You need an answer then.
Huh? What did you say?
It's very slow, but
I just
you
want to put it.
understand.
Are we ready? Do it now. There's 2 more sentences to write and then we are finished. Okay, so let's write the swimming pool because it has a rule in it. So I think if we write it swimming pool, oops, there's a nil on that. And the rule for using two words. Less and few is the other one. You get to use less when the noun you're talking about can't be counted. Remember we had uncountable nouns? We had rain,
Water.
flour, water, sand,
Then
milk. Right, so if you're comparing things from the swimming pool this week to last week, because you can't count water, you use less. Now I'll write a sentence up that has few.
Excuse me. Hair is the kind of chemical. Hair.
Yes, I think it's uncountable as well. I think we listed it in our nouns. It'll be in your book as probably uncountable.
You've got less dark hair than
You've got less. I've got less hair than anyone.
She only got less dark hair. You got more white hair.
More white colour, isn't it? This was my mother's coloured hair when she died.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, white. You know, I'm hopeful.
Grey come with you.
Okay. There's one last sentence. There were fewer oranges in the bowl today. Excuse me, kids.
What's it?
Laughing.
Pencil.
Okay. So there's the word fewer. It still means less, doesn't it?
Yep.
So someone's eaten some oranges that were in the bowl. There's my bowl. There's the oranges. And there's fewer of them today. That's because we can count the oranges in that bowl. These are words you can count. Up here with water, we can't count. So when you're talking about comparing two things again, if you can count it, then you can use fewer. And if you can't count it, then you can use less. So that's comparing as well. So you've got more, most, fewer, less, ER, EST. They're all comparing one or two things or more things. So I don't know if you want to write uncountable there. So if that gives you that little clue. Uncountable noun, because you've got a whole page of that in your black book. And oranges are countable. You can actually count how many there are. That's why you use less when you're comparing two different situations, and why you use fewer, because you can count how many there are. And that's it, ladies.
Finished?
We are done.
No more?
That's it. We have managed to do
James, that's rather interesting.
Pardon?
In the last 2 weeks,
Well,
I enjoyed it. Just enjoyed it.
it just makes you, like, when you're reading stuff, you're going to see those words and understand why they're being used in the way they are. So we've managed to do 6 years of work in 6 months. So if anyone has a husband who says you're not working very well, just remind him you've done 6 years of work in 6 months. It took him 6 years to finish his.
Yeah, you're very good teacher. Kids
So,
only 6 months.
but what you've got now is all the information you need to read anything, unless you plan on going and doing some courses at TAFE to get certificates or degrees or whatever. You have all the words that you need. Once you get past and into high school, then the words that you're going to learn are ones that are about whatever subject you're doing. Let's say you're doing well, I used chemistry with the last one. If you want to become a scientist and you want to go and learn about chemistry, you're going to learn words. like calcium, electrolysis, sulfuric acid, photosynthesis. Words that you don't ever need if you don't plan to be a chemist. Alright? So the words you have are words at up to high school now. Unless you plan to look at something and a different part of schoolwork, you have everything you need. But you have to read. If you don't read, you're going to lose it all. It'll go in a matter of weeks.
Every day is
You need to read every day. Every single day. It's like if you want to learn to ride a bike, you can look at it, you can learn about all the parts, but until you put your bottom on that seat, you will never ride a bike. So you need to read. You've got everything you need, but you must read every day or you will lose it. The choice is yours. But you've got all that stuff, all that extra work I'm leaving behind until the last week of April. So it's 4 more weeks, and I will come out in the last week. I'll let them know that I'm coming. So you can still use all of that stuff. If you've got nothing to read at home, drop in and grab something.
You will come back?
This is our last day.
You will come back a couple of years?
Yeah. I'll come back in April. Yeah, to collect that and just do it after your work time if you want to, if you've got any questions or things. But I will collect all that and take it with you then, so it's off the table there. Well, good luck.
Okay, thank you.
You know what you have to do. You have to read. Join the library. That's a good place to start. Get books from anywhere. Alright, well, all the best.